Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to make some changes. But anywho, like I was saying before, we are back doing townie makeovers. And one, I found a better way to go in and update the families and the townies. And then two, this particular family, they are werewolves. And I downloaded some CC that is specific to that type of occult. And there are more that I'm going to eventually download, but for right now, we're just kind of going with what we have and just updating with the CC that I found. So hopefully, everybody is having a good Saturday. Everybody has a chance to relax. Um, and yeah, grab your favorite bevy, got you a snack, and just chilling out doing some CAS work. I'm really excited to get started on this legacy, but I just, like I mentioned before, I really needed to get some things together before we really started getting into it. I feel like that clips, but it kind of goes at the same time. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. There is anything that kind of flows with this. Okay. Kind of like a grunge werewolf type vibe. Maybe, maybe not. She is an elder. Just like a brown or a black or formal. We might come back to her, but for now, we'll just, let's see. No, wait a minute. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I really, really like that. Yes. 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 All right. Let's move on. Try this maybe in black. And I said I wasn't going to use any CC on the townies, but for this particular occult, I really wanted to play around with this with the CC that I downloaded. So party, I feel like honestly we could probably just keep the same top for party. I really want it to be like when you see them, you know that they are werewolves. Like there's no guessing. That's how I wanted these to show up. This might be a little different, but mm, I think we're gonna have to go with the. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, the werewolf looks better. Like the bottom specifically for. Let's see. Hmm. mean, we could kind of make that work. What is this? Hot though? I like that. Mm, let's see if we can get her right. He should be black. Now for the males, I want them to have this for sure. Let's see what I have in tops for males. If there's anything different. Ooh, there is. And I like it. You don't even have to do a headgear if this is top. Oh yeah, perfect. It's formal. I feel like we should put some kind of headgear on as formal. Um, does that? I feel like that looks weird. Let's do a top with this because in my mind they are werewolves, so their formal is where they're really gonna shine about their occult. I'll save that for the hot. Sure, there's not anything else. Hmm. But it's still. Mm. Keep that as is. We'll leave that as is. Party will leave as is. It's the hot though that I wanted to change. Granted, this is not realistically hot clothing, but again, they are werewolves. So, mm, to do some other kind of bottoms. If that didn't have the belt, that would work. It has a belt. I don't like that. Mm, mm. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't really know. Um, I feel like that's cool. Like I said, this is a pretty large family, so I think we can at least give him some gear. That looks. um, it's kind of a bit much, right? Let's see. Uh, I like his hair though. Maybe he can be like the outcast. Maybe his story is he doesn't really want to be a werewolf, or like he's fighting his werewolf because he is what, a teen? Yeah, he's a teen. And I don't know why I'm not in full edit mode. I guess because I'm in manage worlds that I'm not in full edit mode. I'm gonna have to check on that. All right, but anyway, maybe his story is he's fighting against like his wolf tendencies, and maybe he low key wants to be a vampire. Interesting. Werewolf turned vampire. That's interesting. Okay. So we'll feel like I'm okay with them. Like I said, I'm in manage worlds, and I noticed that I could not do my CAS full edit. So let me just check something really quick, because if that's the case, then we may have to go back to the way we were doing it before, where we were going to individual families. And let me just use them as an example. Manage household. Let me just do it this way just to see if that is a full CAS edit issue. All right, so let me see. Because I thought I was like saving time by going through the manage
Yasinaj
worlds
Naborf.
versus this way. Yeah. Okay, so because I have my MCC set up to like always be on bb dot move objects, and like I have that set up, but if you are making over townies, you have to go into the household in order to access the full CAS edit mode. You can't do that through manage households, which is actually kind of weird, but okay. Well, learn something new. Hold on, my mic is doing a lot. Okay. Let's go back to the tops. Um, okay, so I'm entering here because I just wanted to test something, but yeah, it looks like the case. So we're just gonna speed through this. Already. I'm gonna try not to use it. It's really a struggle for me because I always want to add some kind of CC, but they're not the main characters. All right, so we're in killed. And I'm actually like enjoying this cast work. I've never done it before, but I'm enjoying it because I get to see like CC that I mean not CC, like clothes that base game stuff that I don't usually like see or find. It was just fun to go in and look at some stuff and find different things from different packs. I don't have all the packs. Slowly but surely making my way up to that. But maybe I'll catch them on the next sale or something. But yeah, I think the next pack that I want to get, would be the life and death pack, but the other packs, I'm not sure. Like I still don't have for rent. I haven't heard like it was like discourse on like save file corruption issues with for rent, but there were people that were like, you only have save corruption when you try to like make the rent more or increase the rent using MCC or mods or something like that. Like that's the only time you would have corruption is, messing with that. So I don't know. It's still one of those maybe things for me, but if I was to get a new one, it would definitely probably be um the life and death pack. I like this fit, but it's kind of hard to do anything with it. Let's see. Just keep it simple. Whether okay, so they're good. So I guess we'll just continue doing I guess we'll just continue doing going to each one and managing households. Okay. Now, granted, I don't really need to do full edit mode on these anyway, so I could probably still go back to the manage households. It was just, I don't know. Let's just see. The These are all the ones that we've already done, most of them. Not seeing any. Everyone looks good here. I had found that this way was like quicker and easier because it just takes you directly in the CAS instead of um like this. Boom, you're there, right? To do what you need to do. But the downside is oh, well, I was wrong. Cancel that. All right. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was just like a glitch. I don't know. But okay. So we're gonna do it through manage households. Okay, she's an elder. Let's see what we got. Hmm. And they're not a cult, so it should be fairly easy. Hot weather. Okay, it's good. See, like this top, I never would have found on my own. So that's like really why I'm really loving this save file. And then most some of these households are they came with the save file, and or they are households that I saved to my library. So some of them are from there, and like finding them, like when I download them or they show up in my saves, they have clothes that I never would have like found myself. So it's really nice to find that. I wanted to do it different here that I don't see a lot. Without tapping into my CC. That is wild. Mm, I always give my males like the shortcut. Maybe I'll do that for him. I feel like I use those pants a lot. You know what I feel like? I feel like he would wear glasses all the time. He gives like undercover or something like that. Yeah, let's do those for all of his fits. Yeah, he gives that for me. Except when he goes to sleep. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, interesting. This is your athletic fit. Is a skirt for athletic is crazy. I feel like I've already done this family, but okay. All right, so I feel like they're good, right? All right, so they're good. Them into other households, and we're just gonna keep on chugging along. Um, go in here.
Kenneth Oy Lobo.
All right, so she looks like the mother. She gives short hair, fatty, for some reason. Let's see. I really like this. Yeah, let's do that for her. Hair, apply to everything. And let's get you some earrings. I feel like the all black. Well, let's just keep going. If there's something else that's a little bit more, yeah, let's do that. Okay. I don't want to get too obsessed because we'll just keep going on and on and on for days. um, jury offer sleep. Okay. This is all that they have for full body for in the women category. Oh wow. That is unfortunate. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. I like these shoes. I know they're base game, but I really like these. These are really cute. We'll leave it at that. And I like these shorts. I tend to overuse these shorts, but whatever. Be a teen. Yeah, he's a teen. Go with the plain shirt since the shorts are doing a lot. Well, they're patterned. Not doing a lot. They're just patterned. And I like this hoodie shirt combo, I guess. You know what? I think I'm gonna change the bottoms. This is party. Yeah, because I see some shirts that I really wanna I want to use. Yeah. hmm Okay. You know, I always wondered, how did Kevin end up in this household? Like, I know that he can't, they come with the high school years back. In my mind, I feel like maybe he was an exchange student, or he was adopted, or I'm gonna go into the household and read the description. But like, was he the best friend of one of the kids and he was going through some household struggles? Let's see. Old neighborhood with three children. Okay, they also welcome Kevin, a foreign exchange student, into their lively home. Okay. All right. So we're doing good. We're making great progress. We got a long way to go. Like, look, these are all the other households. I've heard that you can't delete her. Is that true? I don't know. But like, even though it may be like a bit tedious at times, like the fact that I'm doing it now, and that way when we do start the legacy, like everybody will be good, like we know that. Can't really complain, but y'all know how this thing go. Sometimes it doesn't always work like that. Uh-oh. What's that? Okay. You're to say what is happening. Let's see. He's a pro, active. He wants to be wealthy, so the aesthetic would be. First, let me do something with his hair. Let's see. He's a bro and he wants to be fabulously wealthy. Okay. I was getting a little nervous. I'm gonna save after this. Um, yeah, he definitely gives that for sure. Okay. Um, oh yeah. Actually, can we move the earrings to all the fits? Cause I like them. Yeah. All right. So formal was good. Athletic. He definitely would have his chest out. Mhm. Yeah. I use these pants all the time though. I really do. I like that black on black. Because it looks like his aesthetic is already like black. So if I'm gonna do that, then let's just do this. Okay. Wow. They're engaged and she's non-committal. Oh, that's probably an interesting household. And she wants to be a celebrity, so we're thinking maybe bougie. Or just like buttoned up, like fancy. Yeah, fancy. What are we gonna do with these tights? Like what? I mm, I need like a stiletto pump in the club. I don't want to use CC on them. I don't. Oh, so she's kind of like grunge. Interesting. So that's why she had the leggings. Huh. Well, in that case, maybe we will do the leggings. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking bougie bougie. Boots. Okay. Oh wow. You know Coachella's going on right now, like in real life. She seems like a Coachella girly for real. Right, so they're good. Up next. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Um, I think these are vampires. Yep, they are. Athletic. That just scared me. Because I thought the CAS mod, the standstill pose mod. Hold on, what? Let's give him another hairstyle. Because they look a little bit too much alike. I don't want to do sushi. Honestly, let's just go with that. And then let's give him some glasses. Okay. Now then, everyday vampire. Honestly, I know that seems like kind of kind of lazy, but I mean, whenever like I don't necessarily play with a cult, but whenever I see a cult, I want to know that they are a cult. Like I don't want to guess. I want to know like rep your occult, you know? That's what I think. He can take them off when he sleep. Party. Um, I don't know if he would need this for hot. However, he would still look like distinguished. Like, don't get it twisted. I am still very much a vampire. Get him a cap for cold. Oh, that's gonna mess with his shades. Interesting. Um, Mm, yeah, I like that. All right, Sophie, you're up next. Okay. And I think after this one, you guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Take a little breaky break and then come back later. Same space. What is up with these shoes? Okay, Henry. Is he a vampire? Henry is not a vampire, and neither is Dara. How do y'all? Ooh. And see, this is how side stories are created because you get so interested about a household. Like, these folks are human and they live in with vampires. Like, how did that even happen? How are y'all? And then y'all got a kid in here? That is insane. Like, you really want to go in and like play this household to see like the dynamics. What is going on in here? Let's read their bio real quick and see what it says. Louis turned Bennett because he saw, oh my God. Louis turned Bennett because he saw great potential for a pupil and not feeling so alone in this immortal life. What he didn't count on was his new pupil making a big mistake and turning little Sophie for the simple fact that she looked a lot like his deceased wife. When I tell y'all, I love this save file so much. Cause what? The lore is loring. A little sneak peek here. This is the founder of the legacy that we're going to be working. She is Nova Lockhart. I'm so excited to jump into her story and get into her. Speaking of lore and messy, I'm really excited to get into what we're going to be doing with her. But she's the reason why everybody else goes into other households if you haven't noticed. And she remains because she's my main sim for the prep. She's the whole reason that we're here and we are making over townies and stuff. Everyone's going to help immerse us into her world. In my mind, I'm already like, what would the dynamic be if she ran into one of these vampires or the pupil that the guy turned, and then she's immersed into that crazy lore of that family. I don't know, I'm here for it. But I appreciate everybody so much for being here. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, how you're feeling, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. I'll see you later. Bye.